All right, crew, we are back. Today we're going to be taking a quick glance at the Spiritus Systems Assault back panel core. So this is their back panel that they offer for their LV119. I did snag this off of Brownells, as they are one of the big Spiritus distributors. But let's go ahead and hop into this. I'm not going to show the mounting aspect. Spiritus does a pretty good video on that. I'm more going to show kind of, your storage capabilities. As you can see, you have a sizable pouch here. You could throw a couple mags in there, a med kit, other supplies. I mean, if you're out camping or something, you're running your carrier just kind of out in the woods, fire starters, batteries. You can fit a substantial amount in this pouch. Aside from that pouch, they do have on the front here another pretty good sized pouch as well. Just right on the front there, you do have some loop to mount some patches, whether you're mounting your American flag or whichever you'd like there. Up top here, this is where Spiritus has a few different offerings. They offer a GP pouch, which I've been waiting on to mount on this for quite some time. I actually got one off of another retailer, and when it came in, it actually had one of the little snap buttons was severely loose, which was pretty disappointing, as well as the zippers literally looked like they were just dragged across the floor. So needless to say, being I paid full price for a new Spiritus piece, I sent it back. Unfortunately, the availability around those has been pretty rough. So still waiting to actually get that and get this thing fully set up. But they do offer the GP pouch. They offer a flashbang pouch, which is a pouch that has a divide in the middle and two separate hook and loop flaps. And then there's also a molly-webbed portion as well that can mount on here. And then you're able to, mount flashbang pouches, GP pouches, or what have you on there, whatever you're looking to store. The one cool thing with the Spiritus back panel here is it does have a massive pouch built onto the inside there, which is, it's ultimately for bolt cutters and things of that nature that you don't want to slide in there. Across the bottom, here we go, this does expand out, so you get another, 4 inches out of the bottom there. Again, so you're able to fit things like bolt cutters, or ultimately in your military law enforcement setting, all of your breaching equipment would be able to fit into that back piece there. So we'll tuck that back in there. On the side, you do have 2 different sets of zippers here. So you can zip this in so it's nice and snug, or if you are using that bigger pouch and storing things back here, you can go with the forward zipper here to expand this out further and give you a little bit more space. And as you can see, that's a substantial amount of space gained off of that as well. And mounting wise, Spiritus offers a great video on mounting, but these guys are just going to go through your little loops on the back of your plate carrier. This would go through your other one. I will tell you, when you go to mount this one, and Spiritus says it too, remove your plates. Remove your plates, strap those together, and it'll go through smooth. If you try to run that through with the plates in, it is a pain in the butt. But all in all, this is a pretty sweet setup. I'm really hoping that I can get this one running sooner than later. I may wind up just buying that flashbang pouch for the top. Use-wise, for me, I think the GP pouch would be more useful to be able to throw flashlights, batteries, and things like, that I would use camping or venturing out in the woods with as well. So that was kind of where my mind was with it. Let me show you. I have been teasing on some of my past videos. I have been working on a multicam setup. That setup, let's see if I can get this on the full screen here since I have limited space on the workbench. But my multicam setup does incorporate the back panel as well. So this one I actually was able to get the Multicam GP pouch, so it is complete. Exact same pouch as the Ranger Green. So I can tell you, setup wise, this thing sets up nice and easy, has a large amount of space, and I mean it'll fit just about everything you're looking to fit in there, I would say. And obviously if you have other ideas of what you're looking to fit, doing the molly webbed upper portion is a good opportunity to customize it to what your needs are. They do have, they show it as a flashbang pouch, but I have seen Spiritus advertise where they mount 3 of those across the top, and you actually have 3 mags across the top, which is a pretty solid setup. The other thing that I'm testing out, we're kind of straying off of the back panel here, but with this one, still working on figuring out my placard setup, but I'm giving tubes a try. I think I'm going to buy the axle tube mounts, which allows a little bit more adjustability because they're going to mount here versus onto the actual carrier. So you may see a video on that coming up. But yeah, guys, definitely swing over to Brownells if you are interested in the back panel. They do have these in stock regularly, and I think the real tricky part is just your figuring out what you're going to mount up top, from what I've seen, because the top pieces have been hard to come by, as well as, well, I should say, depending on what, if you're doing a solid Ranger Green, has been pretty hard to come by. If you're doing multicam seems to come in a little more regularly, and some of the other colors. But yeah, solid little setup, not completely, you know, necessary for civilian setup, as Corey from SupDef said, but it does give you a little bit of extra storage capabilities, whether it be flashlights, batteries, mags, what have you. But I will catch you guys later. Run suppressed, stay blessed.